All right, and welcome back to It's New. We all are doing well.
Except Mordy.
Except for Mordy.
Yeah, but Anna doesn't care.
Do you blame her?
That just came out. I don't know where that came from. Oh.
I don't blame her, no.
Good, as long as you don't blame her. In any event, Mordy, what do you got for us?
Google's messaging is right on brand.
I got some local Q&As disappearing and maybe Copilot Search rolling out. Greg?
Microsoft advertising adds a handful of new features.
And a new.
Google partners with a big gaming studio.
Yada, yada, yada. Mordy, whenever you're ready.
I'm ready. So this has come up before a bunch of times, and it's right on brand for me since I do brand, and Danny was talking about brand. So Danny Sullivan said, no, we don't have a system that ranks big brands. The quote was, I talked at length at the event. That's not. Does that make sense?
Having a stroke?
No. Yeah, it's either Danny or Barry. I'm not sure.
You can read the full. Just click through. You'll see that. But I talked at length.
I talked at length.
I meant to say I given a talk, not I talk. But he.
Oh, okay. I gave a talk, or I talked at length at the event and other things in the past about how we're not somehow trying to detect a brand and then rank based on being a big brand, small brand, whatever brand. It feels like a paraphrase and misses some important context. He went on, says Barry, to say people recognize something of whatever size as standing out, and that in terms of search, that may correlate with signals we use to reward content. I always put it like Google's like a moth. They're attracted to whatever has the biggest digital light. So that happens to be big brands, but it's not on purpose. That's the way I look at it. It's not like specifically targeting big brands. They just have mentions, they have links, they have content, they just have a footprint.
Right. And he outright said, but no, we don't have a brand ranking system. That's not how it works. And of course, they go into semantics and so forth. Like, okay, so is it called something else or whatever? But truth is, I mean, if you search for like SEO related stuff, you'll see the SEO brand blogs usually coming up. If you search for, the best water pick for your teeth, you'll see Wired and other technology blogs trying to make affiliate income come up, or Reddit. And that's not on brand. But yeah, I mean, that's the big issue here.
I mean, look, like the moral of the story is just build up your brand. Stop complaining.
How do you do that?
Build up your brand.
Yeah,
how
if
do
you
you
search
build a
for
brand?
Best CBD gummies Forbes. That's what I think.
Search for free brand consultation on Google and click on unifybrandmarketing.com.
Cha-ching. All this plugging, people are unsubscribe. If you're still here after that.
No, I want to say it's not because I plugged myself, because I exist. They unsubscribe.
Yes.
Wow.
True fact.
That's true.
I can't even top that. Maybe not.
Anyway, if you see the questions and answers in the local knowledge panel in Google start to disappear, they seem to be starting to disappear. Google actually disabled them a couple months ago in India completely. I guess they were being manipulated. I'm not sure. And then Greg Gifford noticed that over the weekend, it started to fall out on lots of local listings, local knowledge panels. I was able to trigger for Carvel because I was in the mood for some Carvel. I'm not sure if you guys like Carvel or not.
Fudgy the Whale?
What's Carvel?
What? The Fudgy the Whale thing I sent you that one time where you said you went whale watching? That's Carvel. The cake of the, yeah.
I'll try to embed a GIF, a screenshot of that, but it seems to be missing. It seems to be like the Q&A seems to be missing and people are upset in the local SEO community. I wonder if it's a bug because it's not missing across the board, but it is missing across lots of different types of local knowledge panels. That being said, if you feel things are missing, don't worry, go to Microsoft Bing. There's always lots of stuff there, and Microsoft Bing is testing again their Bing Copilot Search, and they actually finally added a button to the Copilot Search on many browsers. Mayank Parmar from Windows Latest spotted this first. Supposedly he has some insider information. Basically said the sidebar links and the navigation buttons are now there for everybody. So if you go to Bing and you want to go ahead and play with their new Copilot Search, I think it's there. There's like a search button with a Copilot link for some people. I don't see it in all browsers yet. And I assume this is Microsoft's response to Google's AI mode, where Google is trying to make Microsoft do some dancing.
Yes, and Microsoft is dancing quite heavily with the new update. One of the biggest things that Microsoft Advertising announced in their monthly update is that there will be a test feed, which is amazing. So if you have any type of feed, you typically have a sort of production feed that's being used. And with Merchant Center has a great testing tool for Google, and Microsoft has a new test feed where you can run your products through and see any issues that you have, which is going to be a huge help. I was just running through test feeds earlier this week, and Google is much better, so Microsoft should catch up there. Another thing for audience ads, there will be disclaimers. I'm not exactly sure how you put in the disclaimer. I'm assuming it looks like there's sort of a box there. But if we wanted to run ads to try to boost Barry's YouTube channel here, we could say disclaimer info. Mordy might not be for everyone, and there will be a little disclaimer info box there. Additionally, there's some other audience stuff where you can have longer video ads and short headlines. And then for Performance Max, there's a bunch of different changes. You can use LinkedIn profile targeting as an audience signal. It's generally available. US, Canada, UK, Australia, France, Germany, and more. There will be audience insight reports. So if you like a horror show, you can hop over there. Also asset level conversion metrics. And then there were no changes to new customer acquisition strategy. That's still in pilot. A handful of new changes, and Barry's got them all listed out over there. So I don't know who would hate this, but seems like a lot of positive.
Seems like
things.
Morty's not a fan. He's almost falling asleep, which I think
Right.
is fine.
That's why there's a disclaimer here. That's why
I
we have
don't
to
know.
put disclaimers.
I want to
in it.
know who am I for? Like, may not be.
Are you playing like Roblox right now? I mean, maybe you'll see some ads in there.
Yes, there are. Thanks for that segue, Barry. Yeah, so Google is partnering with Roblox on video ads. And Greg, why are you holding your microphone? Sorry.
I just feel like it. I feel like it today. I did it last week.
Oh my God. Sorry, guys.
I was just in that mood
Hi
today.
there.
Anyway, Roblox has unveiled new immersive video advertising formats on its platform, and they're doing a strategic partnership with Google. Although I'm not sure 13-year-olds wants to be seeing Google ads from anybody, because that's really like the age range they start from. It's going to be a 30-second video style that's going to be happening, and Google has announced that that's going to be across AdMob and Ad Manager. I can't look at you guys. So yeah, immersive videos, Google, for Roblox. Honestly, guys, I can't handle you.
Do
Thank
you
you for
guys
that.
play Roblox?
I've never touched
I
it. My kids
never
do.
have.
I know what it is.
It's a 13-year-olds. The 30-year-olds are going to be getting the Google ads now. Yeah.
My kids probably should, but I just don't like video games.
That's just wild. Any event, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate
Thank you
it.
very much.
Thank
We'll
you.
be back tomorrow with more search news.
I'm not going
Bye-bye.
to stop. I'm not going to put this thing down.
This is the
Very-
deep, sweet voice of Barry Schwartz.
Bye.